Hey superstars, Professor Larry again. Today we're going to talk a bit about values. Think about what you value most. Is it your family? Is it freedom? Is it world peace? How about equality? How about having a comfortable life? Think about it. These are all values that we have. And when we know our values, we know that we can do things in our life that coordinate with our values, which will bring us greater life satisfaction. But most people really don't know their values. Or they take a value for a moment, that's like the flavor of the month, and they operate by it, maybe because that's what the rest of society is doing, that's what their friends are doing, but it's really not bringing them their own true happiness. So it's important for us to really identify our own values, to know what they are, so that we can live purposefully according to our own values. So there was a social psychologist by the name of Milton Rokeach who sat down and told us that there are 18 terminal values and 18 instrumental values. So what are terminal and instrumental values? A terminal value is how you want things to be. At the end, what do you value and what should that look like? An instrumental value is how are you going to get there? What do you value to make it happen? So let's take a quick look at a couple of terminal values. One such terminal value is, as I already stated, is a comfortable life. I think a lot of people value that value. A lot of people want a comfortable life. Now, comfortable life means different things to different people, but it's something that most of us really strive for. But what's another value? Another terminal value is equality. And most people, you would agree, would say, yeah, I think that there should be equality for all. But which is the more important value? So think about this for a moment. When we're striving to get a comfortable life, we need as much resources as we can to make that happen. You want to buy a house, you want a car, you want to travel, you want to have money to do whatever you want to do, if that's your idea of a comfortable life. But at the same time, if you value equality, you know that you may have greater opportunity than other people and have more resources than other people. So if you value equality, you may say, well, then that's why we need to tax to take away some of our resources to give to somebody else. But which value is the most important? For some of you are saying, well, equality is most important, absolutely. But still others of you are saying, no, me first, comfortable life is more important. And then, of course, I'm hearing people say, well, that's selfish. You should be more generous to other people. But that's not what this is about. This is called a value conflict. And if you look at society right now, that's where most of our issues are coming from, is that we're just running into value conflicts. We all have the same values. We just prioritize them differently. And really, that's okay. We just have to be aware of how people prioritize their own values and have respect for how they do it. Because just because you may prioritize something higher than somebody else, that doesn't mean that you're right or that they're right or they're wrong and you're wrong. It's just how you prioritize things based on your life circumstances and experiences. So when we come in contact with other people from different values, hear about their values, listen to them, and respect how they prioritize them. At the same time, know your own values, because this is the really important part for life satisfaction, is because when you're operating according to your values, your life is more purposeful and meaningful. So, your activity for this week is to look at Rokeach's values and identify your top 5. And then think about how these top 5 come into play in your life every single day, what you do to really exhibit these values or to make them occur, and are your careers based on these values? Is how you're living your life really connected to these values? Because if they're not, then maybe you want to think about doing something differently with your life. And also, if you're coming to lots of conflict with people, take a look at your values and theirs. Are your values so strong that you're not able to respect somebody else's? Your values are important, but so are everyone else's. So superstars, take the week to look at your values and remember to be brilliant.